Hey guys, what's up? It's KlaireeBerry. It is Saturday morning and we are going to do the fire sign reading for Libra moon. Libra moon started at 3:20 p.m. Central Time yesterday, Friday the 25th, so I apologize for not getting this video out a little bit sooner. So it will probably come through a little bit more about the rest of this weekend through our Scorpio moon as well, okay? Because normally I do readings that are, just a couple of days, but also time is fluid, so take it as it resonates. This is for, again, all fire signs, so Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries, excuse me. Okay, so we're just going to jump right in. Welcome. I hope you guys are doing wonderful. We got breathe. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and release old patterns. I feel like that is what this time is all about right now, is releasing a lot of old patterns, okay? And it's gearing, especially as we're moving into, again, this new moon, because the new moons are all about starting anew. And what do we always have to do before we start something new? Well, usually you have to release something old. You have to get rid of something, cut something out of your life, okay? Been an interesting week. It's an interesting, I think everything's really interesting right now with all the Scorpio energy we have, Mercury and Venus, and then we have Mercury retrograde coming on Halloween. I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely already feeling the Mercury retrograde, like communication, especially technology sort of switch ups here. So trust your instincts to discern the truth of the situation. Okay, so pretty standard instincts going within. Talk about that here a lot. Breathing and taking time to just do some meditation, just have some time for yourself. These are things that really help us to figure out the truth of the situation, figure out what we want out of life on a deeper level, and also how to get it. Because when you're connected with the universe, and when you really, it's almost like you kind of stumble upon what you really want out of life, then you're much more likely to get it, rather than this pie in the sky idea that's not really for you, but you are, for some reason thinking that it is. A lot of different reasons that could be. But going within is going to help with all those. Your instincts, your inner, okay? Shutting everything else down, all the barking voices, all the you should do this, you should do that. All right. A new start is coming. Okay, fire signs. This is all seemingly pretty simple and basic here. Okay, and it's a lot of growth energy, and it's a lot of, again, going within here. Okay, so let's see what our little tiny tarot, that's not what it's called, and remember, this video can actually be for fire, sun, moon, rising ascendants, cusp, cross watchers, Venus, Mars, whatever, or even if you're just drawn to this video, welcome, because a lot of times we don't even know what's in our chart, or remember, and we don't a lot of times know that about the people we want to cross watch about. And I am a big fan of cross watching, so welcome all cross watchers. If take it as it resonates. I always, if it resonates, to flip it, between you and whoever you're talking about, whether it's twin flame or whoever is your most significant relationships, or are your significant relationships. Okay, so what we got here, we got the Fool, and I'm not surprised that came up, because again, we're in this mode where we're a little bit in between, the ending and the new beginning. Okay, the new start is coming. The new moon is coming, okay? And again, I don't always get the right moon phase for what is around the time of the videos that I'm doing, but with this new moon, I keep getting it. Not every time, but over and over, more than ever before, I've gotten the new moon energy coming up, and when I'm doing these videos talking about the week coming up to this new moon. So this new moon is huge, okay? And some of us may already be feeling the effects of it, even though it's not going to happen until 10:38 on Sunday evening, Sunday night, okay? So this energy is that choice you make. What are you doing to facilitate this ending and this new beginning? Are you taking this growth with you, that all the growth that you've made already, and going ahead and having that faith, going within and jumping off that cliff? Jumping off the cliff is going within. It is going into the subconscious. It is having enough faith to do so. Okay. And yeah, I feel like this is telling us that you have made so much growth, and that is great. You know, like, I'm so proud of you for doing any kind of work on yourself whatsoever. Okay. But I'm just going to tell you, there's more, and it's big. So she's kind of dancing. She's kind of frolicking. It's like, enjoy it. Don't get caught up in, oh, I'm not quite where I need to go yet, you know, because you will get there. We're all getting there together. I keep on saying it's a journey. It's, you know, not the destination. So then we got the six, excuse me, we got the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so we've got two very luxurious ladies here. You can tell they've just put all their time and effort into getting themselves ready. The faces in these pentacles are kind of, maybe apathetic, maybe anticipatory. Okay, these ladies don't look particularly happy. It's almost like she wishes she could be somewhere else. And, you know, the other one back there is kind of pondering something. She's like really wishing. She's like, why do I have to serve this lady? Okay, so maybe things are not serving us that we're doing. Okay, and I'm talking about not just, oh, you did something once. No, this is habitual energies. Okay, whether it's your finances, whether it's with your social, the way you're portraying yourself to the world, the way that you are treating your body over time. Okay, your job type of career, mission, purpose, for pay it forward, give it back sort of energy. I'm feeling it's kind of off right now. It's just a little meh. It's nothing, it's kind of like stable, but you're just kind of waiting. Like, when is this gonna be fulfilling? When is this, you know, like, even though you may be having, again, some progress and some kind of stability, it's kind of not what you want. And I feel like a lot of this might have to do with the ego, a little bit of show off energy here. You might be showing off for people that are not, you might be showing off for people in ways that are not serving you. And if you're worried about what other people are thinking, or trying to, you know, impress other people, or even manipulate people and get certain things out of them, not saying that's what you're doing. Again, it could be flipped, and it could be your person, your partner, somebody doing this to you. Okay. But it's not, again, it's not working. So you want to maybe step back and kind of reevaluate, do some meditation on what is just not seeming fulfilling in these kind of external energies that we carry. Okay. And our new beginning definitely is going to have to do with shifting or altering that that energy. Okay. And it is going to grow. Okay. Because here, the last card, and this is more, you know, in the future than the last, you know, this is a little bit more spiritual. This is like she's looking at one aspect here of her life, and she's really focusing on it and growing her passion on this. Okay. She's really contemplating this passion that she's building, I feel like. Okay. And again, there's no show off energy. With her outfit and everything, you can tell that she's been working on herself. She's got pure intentions, and that's what you want to do. You want to make sure your intentions surrounding everything are always as pure as humanly possible, okay? And that's how you get kind of what you want. And it looks like does have to do with kind of money and mission, as opposed to maybe something else, but that's just what's speaking to me. So again, take it as it resonates, okay? So actually, I was going to use the other... Sorry, guys. I'll be right there. Well, I can't find my other tarot deck. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Hopefully you stay with me here. We'll just go ahead and use this one. I guess that's a sign. It was already out and I started. I wasn't prepared. Okay. So again, this reading could be for the next few days or so, but also if you're watching this video at another time, don't worry. It can definitely resonate with you and you can definitely get a lot out of it. You're being called to watch it, you know, at another time, then that is perfectly fine. All right. So let's get right into it. Okay, wow, a lot of action, a lot of fire, a lot of passion for our fire signs, which is wonderful. Usually fire signs are very fiery and passionate. Okay, so again, we have this new beginning in mind. We might have been looking at this new beginning for some time and being like, where is it? I'm waiting on my world to change. Waiting on the world to change. That's what's coming up, okay? John Mayer. And I believe this does have something to do with a love relationship, possibly twin flame relationship or soulmate or whatever. There's a message coming through, okay, from your past. Pay attention to the past, but don't over focus on the past, okay? You can change your stuff. You can get out there and really start to enact this energy more. But first, this is time to kind of take a breather. And this is visionary. So this is your vision and those first little steps that you're going to make to support that vision and those emotions that you're going to wrap up this new vision in. Okay? So if you've been thinking about going a different direction, if you've been thinking of starting, something new, or you've already started it and you're just, again, working with these energies, you want to make sure that all of the energies surrounding that new beginning and this passion, whatever that means for you, whether, again, it's mission or your person, your relationships, whatever, you want to make sure that all of that energy is correct, okay? And the best way to do that is to check out my program, have a clear understanding of the law of attraction. The program, it's a playlist. It's going to be free on, you can figure out how to get it down in the description box below. Actually, no, excuse me, I'm tripping here. It's going to be free on my playlist, just called my program here on YouTube, until 3:30 tomorrow, okay? So binge watch these videos, check it out, because I'm definitely seeing there needs to be some attention paid to the way that we're not only thinking and feeling, but especially following through with the actions. I mean, we've all heard of this secret. We all know, we manifest this and that. We should do the positive thoughts and then have the feeling and feel pretend like we have it already. And that's all fine and dandy. That's really good advice. But it's kind of a really base level of understanding. And the actions, I feel like, is where something that you're doing, or maybe a lot of things that you're doing, are really just not in congruence with this new beginning. You're blocking your own self in some way. So this is the energy, again, of you want to be healthy, you have all these goals, but you keep on sabotaging yourself, by doing, whatever, like not preparing your meals in advance, and then you get to the end of the day and you're so hungry that you just binge out on whatever that wasn't even healthy. It's that kind of a mentality. Just an example, okay? It's like your mind might be in the right place, or so you think, but your actions are still not keeping up. It's like your actions are not keeping up with maybe some changes that you feel like you're making in your mental and your emotional. And if that's the case, which it probably is in some way, shape, or form, if you're being honest here, I really feel like going back and looking at some of those thoughts and how you're expecting, your beliefs and expectations, doing some of the shadow work. Like I said, watch the law of attraction, then it goes into shadow work on the playlist, and then it goes into inner child healing work. And I think for the main part, of what we need right now is the law of attraction, just this deeper understanding of the holistic law of attraction, rather than just, this mental kind of vision, visualizations and all of this stuff, okay? Because, our actions are, we might be getting better with some things, you might be making progress, but again, there are things that are just getting in your way. You are just focusing on the wrong things during the day, or, it's almost like it's like you started something new again, but it's not coming to fruition. It's still in this visionary stage because maybe you're not acting, maybe you're like, whatever you're doing, I mean, you can do and you can not do. And sometimes it's like when you're doing something, you're not doing another thing. Okay. So follow through. If you truly have that belief that this is what you want, that this new beginning is what you want, then you will start to act on it and you will figure out ways. It's kind of like this energy of, never give up. I mean, if that's truly what you want, then go for it and do something about it. But also make sure that, your energy is right also in figuring out exactly what you want, because sometimes that's the problem as well, is that the vision is a little bit off. You know what I mean? So I feel like we're going to figure it out. You're going to come into strength. We're kind of working on, again, there's a little bit of ego popping up. There's a little bit of maybe too readiness, too over eagerness, maybe getting a little desperate energy here, pushing stuff away from you. It's like you have everything it takes. You have everything it takes to get what you want. It's just that I'm seeing that it's kind of like it's just not happening, even though, like I said, you literally have everything. And that might be just the energy that you have. And feeling like there's we have the lizard down there, and the lion. So it's our balance, between our control over ourself and our identity of our own self versus how we're acting. And a lot of this, I think, is coming through with the reptilian brain and the reptilian mind. So we might be reacting a little bit, instead of being the king that, is like sitting there waiting. This king is like waiting and just to react to any person, and it's like, or event, you know what I mean? It's like a little bit of hot temper here, okay? And maybe delaying some of this growth and some of this healing, okay? You may feel like everybody's out to get you. You may feel like you can't do anything right to please people. But again, these are all beliefs and expectations that are caused by something that happened to you in your life. And that's why we go and do the program. That's why you go in and deal with this stuff so that you can just keep on rising and rising and rising. And your problems literally will get smaller and smaller and smaller. We will always have some type of problems, but you will get better and better and better at dealing with them. Okay. And it's like right now, I feel like, again, we're kind of straddling two worlds. This is doorway energy. So we need to go through the door. Okay. And going deeper within ourselves. And again, going within. Your instincts are going to lead you. And sometimes, again, taking this time out to, kind of turn everything off. When you turn everything off on the outside, you're able to hear the messages from the inside and from your spirit guides even more, even better, even louder and clearer. Okay? You can do that anywhere. You can do meditation literally while you're driving in the car. Like literally just focusing on your breath is meditation. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It doesn't have to be hours and hours and hours. I just feel like even a little bit of progress here and there is going to add up and give you, I think, a little bit more confidence to kind of also attract what you want. Okay. So again, I'm getting this like bruised and battered type of energy. Like, oh, why does this same thing always keep happening to me? Again, could be with love. Could be with, again, your body image, or like just how you view yourself and how you carry yourself. Okay. We need to make sure that we are carrying ourselves in the proper manner. And that is knowing that you are divine here. Okay. That is knowing that you are changing. Okay. Don't be like, oh, I'm not seeing all the progress that I want right now, so nothing's happening. I'm not changing. That's that, oh, this is always going to keep happening to me. It's always going to keep on staying the same, crazy shit always happens to me. Like, be careful about saying those types of things. Be careful about your self-talk in general, okay? The Empress doesn't deal with that type of shit. She doesn't do the negative mantras, okay? And she certainly doesn't allow herself to spend any time on things that aren't serving her. So you have to be kind of a harsh judge. She's got this look on herself that's like, in her eyes, that's kind of like, she's very like solemn and serious. It's kind of like she's almost like having to let go of things that, maybe she didn't want to. And maybe it is kind of taking a little ego bruise here because she's altering her pathway. She was on one track, and now in order to birth something else, she's got to go kind of down this other track. That's just kind of what I'm getting at about this right now. But I mean, this does mean that something that you've been doing is correct. Like I said, you've been starting this beginning already, and it may have been for 2 or 3 months already, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, or even days. Like it's time is fluid, so that's going to show up differently, but the message is the same. But it's like, and I also got this in some of my other readings, and I think the underlying thing is that with as big of beginnings as we are starting now, in November, in Scorpio season, in January, in 2020 in general, huge new beginnings, huge changes and transformations. When you have changes that big, it obviously doesn't happen instantaneously. And when things don't happen instantaneously, there can be an up and down with it. Okay. And it's easy to get caught in this like wave, this up and down, you feel good about it. You feel not so much, you're overwhelmed, you're good. You're bad. It's like, are we progressing or are we not? And I'm here to tell you, you are. You absolutely are. And all of this stuff is happening for a reason. The crazy things that keep on happening, and this, stuff that we may not necessarily want, it is showing us something. It is teaching us how to deal. It is teaching us, sometimes in order to know what you want, you have to figure out what you don't want. Okay? So keep on focusing on truly what is going to be best for you. And treat yourself as a child. Treat yourself as, you need to show up for yourself in the most basic of ways before you can expect anything out of yourself, okay? And whenever you do the shadow work and the inner child healing, and really I'm seeing for you guys, this is all about the law of attraction. You really need to focus on that right now. So watch, I would say, again, the beginning of the program starts out with all the law of attraction videos, okay? So check that stuff out because we need to bring more positivity into our life. We need to bring good feelings into our life, okay? I'm feeling like, we're familiar with the concept of self-love and we've been getting better at that, okay? But there's still this issue of maybe doing it on a superficial level to where, like, again, maybe it's the bath bombs and getting the nails done and the hair and maybe even changing the diet a little bit, but not fully going within and doing it as well. Self-love is in as much as you are a holistic being and you have these different levels of mental, emotional, physical, you have inner physical, you have outer physical. Again, like your inner physical is your nutrition and all of that, and your outer physical is, again, all of this, pampering types of stuff. And then you have your external energies, which flow out more into the world. And that's your environment or your financial, your vocational, your social. These energies are what's actually interacting out, with the outer. And that's what we see as it comes back to us. We know, if we're all in alignment or not. And so getting into alignment is going to help us. And it's really going to help the way that we show up for ourselves and the love that we have for ourselves in a true and deep way. Okay. Again, you are a multifaceted being here. You're multidimensional. These energies are so many different levels, and your law of attraction piece has to be on those levels as well. You can't just, again, do, shallow mental work and visualization and expect it to bring deep results. Okay. I'm not talking smack on the law of attraction, the regular law of attraction. I'm just saying the holistic law of attraction is an extension of that. And it's very, very necessary to really, truly get what you want. And I'm feeling like there's a loneliness here. Okay. Just the way, again, that she's kind of staring off into the void. And, this is about healing the heart here. That's why it's yellow. Okay. The divine feminine, energy has been wounded. I'm feeling there may have been trauma in your past that you may need to deal with on an inner child healing level as well eventually. And the program will walk you through all of that, like I said. And this is going to help you to, manifest financially as well and be really comfortable in your life. You're waking up and, again, it's your habitual energies, perhaps your freedom, your level of freedom, your level of comfort in your life, being at home wherever you go, these sort of things. It's going to bring, coming into alignment with this is really going to help you with this new beginning. Okay. Yeah, I definitely feel like overall we've kind of been trying to force things. We've kind of been doing things on a superficial level, okay? Because all we had were wands. Our first 5 cards were wands. This is how we've been acting. We've been wanting to do, make, work, and try to almost force it in a way without having any real emotion behind it. But now we're not going to do that anymore. As we are learning this holistic law of attraction, that you've really got to be, actually, I feel like this is all the way back to deciding what we want out of life. I feel like we might have just been looking at the wrong thing. You might have been over obsessed with health. You might have been over obsessed with working, trying to get this new beginning going, trying to collect money, and whatever. And it may not be actual money, but I feel like maybe passion and connection. Yeah, that's what I think this is about. I think, money wise, you're okay. You might be okay, or that might not be your main focus, and you may not even realize it. But like deep down, again, you want this passion. You want people to feel passionate about you. And again, I'm feeling this lonely type of energy coming through. So in order to kind of fill that love cup up, we have to start this new beginning. We might have to shift our sight on what we want. And in order to figure out, again, what we really, truly want, tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I haven't said that one for a while. I used to say it in like half of all my videos. You have to go off. You have to stop thinking that, it's like we're caught up in something. Because this is repetitive. It's so repetitive. And it is about ego. I'm feeling it might be about social media. You might be spending way too much time trying to collect these likes for what? Is that really fulfilling you? No, it's not. Okay, what's really going to be fulfilling you is going deeper and higher, going within. Okay? One of these dogs is kind of looking at the other dog, trying to, get that attention, trying to get that fulfillment. But this dog knows you got to go within. Okay? You got to go within to get that happiness here. Okay? The winds of change are blowing. We are going deeper and higher, going through, again, the doorway energy. Your first and your last cards here are doorway energy. Everything in between is transformative. Okay? This is protect yourself right now and protect your emotions. Okay? This may be stopping giving, your body or your passion, your love to people who don't deserve it. Okay? You may have a partner in mind already, a twin flame, and you may just need to, again, see things with them in a different way, work on yourself, and then go back and revisit that relationship. Okay? I'm really getting that. I'm really getting like you're passionate about some love relationship, but whatever it is, you got to focus on yourself first. You really, really do. Okay? This new start is going to be huge. Okay? But you have to go within. You have to trust your instincts. Okay? And yeah, that is pretty much it right now. Let me look at these few again and see if there's anything else. Okay, so yeah, we got to have this faith to go within. Okay, you got to have this faith to take this leap, maybe to alter. And it takes some bravery to kind of realize and admit to yourself and maybe even others, that what you were doing wasn't the right thing, and you got to make this end because you got to start this new beginning. Okay, it's the 0 point. Okay, we're coming in from the negative, which is the past, going to the positive, which is the future. Okay, 0 point in between. It could go either way here. Okay, but you're going to take control, and you're going to take a plunge into the subconscious, and it's really going to help you again transform this sort of stale kind of unfulfilling energy, always waiting, always, it's like always getting dressed up. This is the energy of the girl who, and again, take this as it resonates. It's not exact for anybody, obviously, necessarily, but this is just the energy, a metaphor. The girl that gets all dressed up, shaves every part of her body and just is wanting to go out on this date to have a really good, passionate time. And then she gets stiffed or something. She gets left hanging. Okay. Or she goes out and it's just like this guy is kind of, douchey or something, you know what I mean? It's like, meh, okay, that wasn't right. Like, why did I put so much energy into this when I wasn't even sure? Our energy expenditure here needs to be aligned a little bit, okay? And there needs to be some growth in, I think, your identity and who you are and how you relate to the world. Again, how you show up for the world, not only, today, but on a daily basis, okay? What are you giving? What are you giving to the world? Are you giving? Okay, here's the thing. When we give out shallow things, when we give out shallow energies, that's what we receive. Okay? So you got to give to yourself on a deeper level. You got to give these energies out to the world in a deeper level. And to do that, you got to be aligned. You got to have that mental, that emotional, and that physical on your actions all in alignment before, because what comes after that is going to go out into the world. All of that alignment is oozing and seeping and emanating out from you every single day, and that is how it determines how the universe determines what comes back to you. It's by what frequency you're carrying yourself on. So I see it all the time. People are like expecting people to show up for them in a totally different way, but they want to continue to disrespect themselves. And again, these are metaphors here, so take it as it resonates. But don't expect to treat yourself one way and then other people not show up for you in that same way. I'm feeling like it may be disrespect. It may be, a little bit of a shallow, trying to keep up with the Joneses energy here with this, but it could just be, being stagnant and being not willing to go within. Again, that would be shallow, because going deeper is obviously deeper. And if you're living life on this surface level where you're just going through the motions, again, trying to, just focus on things that don't matter necessarily, then it's not going to lead you where you want to go. You're going to be stagnant. You're going to be stuck. Again, you're always going to be having the same problems and the same things happening. And we don't want to be stuck. There's nothing worse than being stagnant. And with fire signs, you guys have so much passion. It really does need to be localized. It really needs to be kind of clarified. And that's why you need to take some time for yourself. I really feel like it's a good idea to take some time for yourself today, even throughout tomorrow. Because again, at about 3:30 in the afternoon, we're going to go to Scorpio moon, and things can get intense, especially, I'm just going to warn you guys, especially for fire signs, because fire is pretty much kind of like the opposite of water, like water puts out fire. So, you may be feeling, if you don't take some time, I think, to kind of sort some of this energy out and go deeper within, then you may be kind of blindsided. You may be kind of caught up in some of the lower energetic vibrations of Scorpio, which can be this restless, unpredictable, like, separation energy, just being stuck, not healing, drudging up old things, all the deep stuff bubbling up again, that always happen. Why does this always happen? Well, because it's within you and it keeps popping up, because it's like, it just keeps, it'll come out eventually, like to try to tell you what to work on. That's what the pain and that's what the negativity is. It's here to help you. It's here to get you to the next level. So I hope you got something out of this video. Please let me know if you liked it or not. Any questions, criticisms, critiques, etc. I would love to hear down below. You can find me all over social media, KlaireeBerry, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest, and the current up-to-date prices on all of my private readings, personal readings, consultations, and my direct unlimited lifelong coaching club are always at KlaireeBerry.com. Okay, so much love, many blessings. I will be back with more videos soon, so make sure you're subbed and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I post videos. Love you guys. Thanks so much. Bye.